Well, I'm doing further tests on the GoPro Mini 11 today, trying to see what I can do to stop it from freezing up. So right now I have got the original Extreme SD card in here, and I've got the Extreme Pro SD card right there, and we're going to see if that makes any difference and keeps this thing from freezing up. I have just been running this every day. I haven't bashed it up or anything or bonked it on its head too hard, but it freezes about 3 times a day. GoPro has offered to send me a replacement. I just got to ship this one back to them, but I want to try a new SD card first. They did tell me that both my original SanDisk card and this Extreme Pro card are on the approved card list, but I still have freeze ups every damn day. So I'm going to do some bench testing, see, there's the original card I'm using. See if I can cause the issue again with this card, and then once I've caused the issue again with this card, I'm going to try it again with that card and see if I can cause the issue. I just want it to not freeze up while I'm recording my gig so it doesn't lose footage. And I only use this thing for gig work, really. I just need it to not freeze. Come on, GoPro. You got new firmware for us? I feel like new firmware might be the next step if this doesn't work. And there's quite a few issues with this camera. Minor, albeit, but the freezing is a big deal. A really, really big deal. It's a game breaker for me. Other issues I have with this camera, when I plug it into USB to charge, the red light comes on and then it just doesn't go off. It'll just stay on. I'll come back in the next morning and the red light's still on, as if it's still charging, which is scary. You know, that thing could potentially do something really bad if it's just staying on charging all the time and potentially overcharging the battery. I don't know. Hopefully the circuitry is smart enough to not do that. Other issues I've had is this camera will not transfer photos over USB. Like, I plug them into my USB cable, the same USB cable I use on my GoPro 10, USB Type-C, right to the computer, and it doesn't pop up and doesn't recognize. So I'm pulling the SD card out every time to use it, which again, it's minor. I can work around it, but it's like, dude, why isn't that shit working? Why does the light stay on? Why does the camera just freeze up 3 or 4 times a day, every day when I'm filming? Help me out, GoPro. Worst case scenario, I'm going to ship this thing back tomorrow, but I really hope that just swapping out to this bigger, a faster SD card will make the difference. We shall see. Going to continue my testing of the Mini 11, but I normally am flying it all day long, and it doesn't overheat when I'm flying it because I got 4 fans on it. So we are going to keep this baby cool while she records. Hopefully this thing will freeze up for me, and then I can switch to the better SD card and see if it still freezes up. We're gonna give it another shot. It's still recording under there. Don't care. It's waterproof. Don't y'all worry. Okay, I had several people ask, what the hell am I doing here? Why is the GoPro in an ice bath? Well, I have been having lots of issues where my GoPro just freezes up in the middle of recording sessions. I'm guessing it's either bad hardware, bad firmware, or it doesn't like the SD cards that I'm using. So I started doing some bench tests where I would run the camera and just see if it would freeze up on me, as it does in the field when I'm flying it. But sitting here at the house, it just gets really, really fucking hot. And after about 10 minutes of recording, it will stop itself and say, hey, I'm overheating. I gotta stop now. And it is really hot to the touch. So I'm just gonna sink it in an ice bath and let that thing do its thing. See if I can get the freezing behavior that I've been seeing in the field to happen right here on the bench. And then if it works or freezes still, then I'm going to pop this thing in. This is the Extreme Pro SD card. I'm currently running the gold Extreme card, and this one's an even higher speed, so we'll see if this one will do the trick. Anyway, I'm just gonna chill here for a bit and see if I can get this thing to freeze up. I'll let you know soon. Okay, got it to freeze. I don't know if you can read this, but it's at 3 minutes 39 seconds and the camera froze. I did this while inside an ice bath, so again, this thing is not overheating and causing the freezes. It is really, really fucking cold to spin in ice. But it's frozen. The light's still blinking. It is not still recording. I beep, but the screen's still there. It's still at 3 minutes 39 seconds. No more response from the camera, right? So this is the same issue that we've been having with this camera, continuing to freeze up even in an ice bath. So it's not overheating. The only way to fix this is hold the button down for 5 or 10 seconds. Just like this. I'm holding the front button down. And then I let go. Now it's off. Oh, it's repairing my file because it froze while in an ice bath. Man, this is such a piece of shit. All right, next step. New SD card. I'm gonna put this in, see if this makes a difference, and we'll try again. All right, GoPro. So what's left to do with you? We know that it freezes up while it's recording. We've tried different SD cards, the fastest SD card I can get, and it still freezes up while recording. It also freezes up while charging. Now that's something that should be completely independent of the SD card. So I think that's clearly the hardware here, or the software. So I'm going to go ahead and take up GoPro's offer to get a replacement, and I'll ship this thing off to them. I'll take the lens off first, of course, because why should I give that back to them? But yeah, totally bogus. I hope that the replacement fares better than this, because this thing is not very usable. It'll record, 2 out of 3 flights, but like, I need this for professional work. I use my Action 2 for freestyle where I'm just having fun. This thing is for gig work and making money. And if it's locking up and freezing and losing footage every time I fly, I can't have that shit. So, GoPro, send me another one. I hope you make it right. I really, really hope you make it right. Please make it right.